Good morning, YouTubers. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning to start your day off. And the holidays are approaching, and I hope you guys are preparing for all the festivities to come. I want to speak on first up is Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon lost his 5-month-old son to a brain tumor, and it was cancerous, unfortunately. Nick Cannon got out and he said that Zen, his son, was a happy child, always smiling, brought a lot of joy into their lives, but he noticed his head was kind of getting big. And he said, well, it runs in the family because, the Cannons are, he said, are known for big heads. And so he didn't, really, he wasn't really concerned that much, but then he noticed a sinus, like a cold, sinus problem. Took him to the pediatrician, and, they ran some tests on the child and found that he had retention of fluid in his brain, and that's why his brain was swelling. And so after they ran the battery of tests on the child, they noticed that he had a growth. They biopsied the growth, found that the growth was cancerous. And unfortunately, Nick Cannon and the child's mother did not have long with him. He was only 5 months, just starting his little life out, and now he's an angel in heaven. My condolences are going out to Nick Cannon and his family for their loss. What a time to lose a child. At any time, really, it's a bad time. You think your children are going to bury you, but when you have to bury them, it's devastating, especially when the child is only 5 months old. So Zan, Nick Cannon's son, died of cancer of the brain. Unfortunately, it was caught too late. So my condolences once again to the Cannon family. So YouTube family, if you have a child or you're around any child and you notice the head seems unusually large, the eyes are a little spaced apart and bulging a little bit, but the head is not the normal size for the body, for a baby or a toddler, take them to the hospital ASAP and tell them you're concerned about the head getting larger, because it could be water on the brain, hydrocephalus. And you catch it early, they can put a shunt, and the shunt goes from the back of the neck, the back of the scalp, and it runs down to another part of the body to be absorbed. I wanted to address a comment I saw on YouTube where one of the YouTubers made a comment that it should not be called menopause. This YouTuber said it should not be called menopause, and she does not understand why it's not called woman pause or women pause. And because we have a lot of young people tuning in to the internet, we really need to do some education and pass on some knowledge, whatever little knowledge we have. Because we only use 10% of our brain. And you can live a lifetime and not learn everything. So let's try to pass on some knowledge to the next generation so they can be better equipped, knowledge-wise, to deal with situations. So when this individual said she did not know why menopause has the name men in it, and it should have women, a woman in it, she felt as though it should be called women pause. And I said, well, you know, I gotta I gotta do some education. Not necessarily for this individual, but for the young people listening. So here goes. It's called menopause because the Greek word for men or meno is month. And women have a monthly cycle. The pause, it's meno and pause. So meno or men meaning month, and pause means cessation, stoppage. So you have the monthly cycle being stopped, and meno is Greek, the Greek word, men or meno, for monthly. So monthly cycle cessation, monthly cycle stoppage. The menstruation stops monthly. There's a cessation. That's why it's called menopause. It has nothing to do with a man. Okay? Like I said, everything is on the internet. If we need to educate ourselves and not be in this dark age of stupidity. A lot of words that a medical profession, doctors and nurses have to learn has to do with Greek and Latin. That's why it's so hard to get to medical school and nursing school. A lot of the words that doctors and nurses have to learn when they're going through their training are Greek words or Latin words. The root of the word, the prefix or the suffix of the word is in Latin or Greek. And so it becomes very difficult to learn the name of certain things in the body because of that, or certain, drugs or whatever. So it's very difficult going through those programs. And so if you are not aware of certain conditions or situations, or you need clarity, just look it up on the internet. Don't get out on television and start spewing things that you know not of. Then you look foolish. Moving on to the next commentary. It looks like Wendy Williams is not going to be back this year. It is said that she is still recovering or trying to get a grips of her Graves' disease, and there's speculation that there's something else going on. It's all alleged that she may be suffering from early Alzheimer's. Allegedly. And there's going to be several people sitting on that chair while she's away. We don't know if she's ever going to come back. There's speculation that she may not come back. But we hope and pray that Wendy will be okay and we will see her back, because Wendy, it will not be the same without you. Let's face it. Say it like you mean it. And how you doing? We will miss you. If you should leave the show, we hope that you have a speedy recovery. But you guys know that if it's Alzheimer's, it's progressive. It's not something that is going to go away overnight. If it's Graves' disease, that can be managed. But Alzheimer's is a different situation. So we're hoping and praying to see that Wendy is okay. Even if she doesn't come back to the show, we wish her good health. The next commentary, I'm speaking on it. I'm speaking on Amari DJ Mona Lisa, who is a local celebrity in Jamaica. And she came on the internet, and she talked about another local celebrity by the name of Golly Bob in Jamaica, that he should be canceled. Now, this individual, Amari DJ and Mona Lisa, said that she is like the Virgin Mary and Golly Bob is like the devil. So if she's like the Virgin Mary, let me address her as the Virgin Mary throughout this part of the video. So the Virgin Mary spoke about Golly Bob should be canceled, and she knows a lot about some of the people he had a hand in canceling. This is all alleged because it has not been proven in a court of law. But here's the thing. If you are preview to a cancellation, as you put it in your own words, Miss Virgin Mary, then you should have gone to the authorities and reported it, because I believe it's considered a crime. And depending on which country you are in, if you are privy to a crime and you knowingly did not come forth, then you can be held, and you can be held liable, and there's a name and a word for it, and it is called misprision of felony. That is a legal terminology when you know of a crime and you hold the information and not take it to the authorities. I'm going to spell it for you. M-I-S-P-R-I-S-I-O-N. Misprision of felony. And I'm going to read the definition. Misprision of felony is a crime that occurs when someone knows a felony has been committed but fails to inform the authorities about it. So that is the definition in a nutshell. If you know a crime have been committed, whether you were there or not, but you heard that someone said, yeah, that person canceled someone or sent people to cancel someone, if you know of it, you heard it firsthand, and you did not go to the authorities, you have committed misprision of felony. You can also be tried for that and serve some prison time. Like I said before, be careful of the ditch or the hole that you're digging for another person. You may fall in it first, okay? Or you need to dig a ditch for yourself, because that person may fall in the ditch that you dig for that person, but you need to dig another one for yourself because you are going down too. And you know, for the life of me, I don't understand it about these groupies. People who try to attach themselves to stars when they themselves are not a star. But they try to rub elbows and get in the orbit of people who are supposed to be stars, whether local or international. And then they claim that they're the victim when they are used, and allow themselves to be used. Because if you're shelling out money on a man, thousands of dollars as you claim, and you're buying clothes and renting cars and hotels and giving them the family money, and you know what that's called? Trying to buy that person's love and affection. That's what that's called. Trying to buy love and affection. And when it's not reciprocated, then you want to destroy the person. And I've seen the Virgin Mary, because that's what she says she is. She and Gully Bop is a devil, and she is the Virgin Mary. So let me address the Virgin Mary. I've seen for years where the Virgin Mary, the so-called Virgin Mary, has tried to destroy this man in every way possible. And now she's calling death upon his head, that he should be canceled. I mean, that's going too far. That's taking it too far. It's taking it too far. So my advice to Gully Bopper, any family member, be it his son, any family member at all, if you get wind of this video, pass this information on to Gully Bop. He should go to the cops in Jamaica, the police department, and report that someone is threatening his life, calling for his cancellation, and we know that what that means. Tell him to put out a restraining order on this individual and report that she is threatening to cancel his life, to cancel him. When you want to cancel someone, you don't have to do it yourself. You can get other people to do it. And so, I'm going to end this video with that. Anybody hearing this, get to Gully Bop, tell him that this person, this so-called, what is it, Virgin Mary, has said he needs to be canceled. Okay? YouTubers, I'm over and out. Like, share, subscribe to this channel, my video. Stay blessed.